like me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are back, baby. Do you hear me? Do you see that? You see that title? Listen, if you've been here for a minute, you're an OG, you already know what Foundation Hunt is. And we're bringing it back. You hear me? Okay, so if you are new here, Foundation Hunt is something that I started 10 years ago. I have tried well over 200 foundations. I've done Foundation Hunt Week, drugstore foundation, luxury foundation, indie brand foundation, a brand with 4 shades, a brand with 50 shades, you name it, I've probably tried it. And it's very funny because I had come to the conclusion that I wanted to start doing this again in 2026. And recently I got a comment that looks like this. First of all, context behind that. So I had posted a video, mind you, that video is from like 2023, either late 2023 or early 2024, and I recently got a comment on it, and it was a video about NARS foundations, and I had said that NARS makes some of the best foundations out there. The title is like best foundation brand or something like that, right? That is what that comment is referring to. It's them phones. It's them phones, because something about social media is making y'all so miserable that you saw someone use best for foundations and decided to leave that comment, taking it so literal. Do you know how many times best, top, worst are used to describe restaurants, makeup, music? Imagine taking it that literal. Well, how can you say that Jay-Z is the best rapper out there if you haven't listened to every rapper out there? Like, how miserable. But since you think that I can't say that because I haven't tried every foundation out there, it is now my life's goal to try every foundation out there, so you can shut up. So I will be doing Foundation Hunt in 2026, and they will now be Foundation Hunt Fridays. Now, I'm not going to tell you every Friday. I'm thinking every other Friday, which would mean what? I still try well over 20 foundations this year. And to make it a little easier for myself, we're going to start with one that I technically have already tried. So I know that I already know how I feel about this. I've already shown you guys this. But again, we're dipping our toes back into this. So if you don't know how Foundation Hunt goes, let me tell you. Okay, so this is the Maybelline Superstay Up to 30 Hour Wear Lumi-Matte Longwear Foundation. This retails for $15.99. You come in for 24, if I can count correctly, shades. I have this in the shade 370. I actually also have it in the shade 368. Kroger was actually shutting down near me, and I went in there to see what makeup they had. And so technically I bought 368 for like, I don't know, $4, something like that. Like, it was like everything must go type of sale. So I got it in 368 because that was the shade that they had left that I could try for my skin tone. And because of the results when I tried 368, I said, wait a minute, let me go get a shade that actually matches. So that is why I have 370. And it is $15.99 for 1 ounce. Introducing Maybelline Superstay Up to 30 Hour Wear Lumi-Matte Longwear Foundation, infused with amino acids, breathable coverage with a luminous matte finish. Details: achieve a flawless base with our light as air formula that feels like nothing on the skin. The formula's flexible film resists sweat, water, and transfer, and lasts up to 30 hours. Stay flawless no matter what the day has in store for you. Suitable for all skin types, even sensitive skin. If you are new here, I have oily combination sensitive skin. Okay, I did do underpainting. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at concealer and contour. So if you're like, that looks really harsh, it's because this is going under the foundation, friend. So let me go ahead and put the foundation on. Okay, go ahead. Start blending this bad boy out. Forgot a mirror, so I have to use my phone. I'm also trying new brushes. This came in the mail from a company called BK Beauty. I think it says that the owner is not only a makeup artist, but also a YouTuber. I'm gonna have to look into that, but so far, very soft brushes. I like them. Oh, and if you're wondering what's going on with the hair, I did my first flexi rod set. This is what it looks like, just taking the rods out. And then once I finish my makeup, I'm going to separate them and we can fully see if we like it. Because you know, like, your makeup has to be done sometimes to know if you like a hairstyle. Gotta see the whole vision come together. Okay, so I am going to go ahead, do my entire face, and then I will be back to show you what my face is going to look like for the day. I'm going to do a wear test. Okay, so this is going to be it for my face today. It is 12:41, so I'm going to go about my day and then come back later on so you can see how it held up and give you my thoughts on this foundation. Okay, y'all, so I am back. It is 9:38. This is what my face looks like. I put my hair up, so there was no like shadow casting onto my face. Also, I purchased a light to attach to this camera to help with nighttime filming. We're gonna see. Ow, did you hear that? We're gonna see how this goes. Now, before I say anything, listen. I had a seafood boil for lunch today. I had a seafood boil for lunch today, and I completely forgot that I was filming the foundation hunt. I'm telling you, I was knee deep into some crab when I remembered, oh, my face, like literally sauce here. So we are going to ignore, can you see that? We're going to ignore my chin area, and we're going to focus, like my T-zone area and whatnot. But also, this is not the first time I'm wearing this foundation. It's also not the first time that you guys have seen this foundation. It's also not the first time that you guys have seen a wear test with me wearing this foundation. When I tested the Danessa setting spray, I was wearing this foundation. I think when I tested the Fenty powder, I was wearing this foundation. So keep that in mind. But if you guys have not seen the other videos where I have talked about this foundation, I really like this. I definitely think that this is a banger. I'm sad that I picked it up at the end of summer because I definitely feel like it's a good foundation to get you through summer. And I was actually a little nervous about doing a foundation hunt on this in the winter because even though I have oily combination skin, in the winter, everybody's skin be going through it, even if you have oily skin. And that is usually when, if I have oily skin, I might try or lean on a more dewy, natural foundation during that time. Like, I don't really do matte foundations in the winter. This is more of like a soft matte foundation. I really do believe it is a soft matte foundation. So, summer, winter, anything like that, if you are a oily skin girly or your face sweats, anything like that, and you are looking for a matte foundation, are there matter foundations than this? Absolutely, positively. This is not the foundation I would recommend if you are looking for matte of mattest. And maybe it's not for oily skin or because your face sweats and you just like the appearance of a matte makeup look. This is not the mattest of matte foundations, right? That I would recommend a Urban Decay matte foundation for something like that. This is a very good soft matte. So if you like something that's in between, I would highly recommend this. This has a great wear throughout the day. I think even though that I'm in winter and skin is going through it, especially global warming is trying to get us up out of here. Like, these are not winters I would be expecting to have in Georgia. Like, very much so giving New York when I wake up in the morning. Mind you, I'm a hot sleeper, so I'll go to sleep with a blanket on or something like that, or I won't go to sleep with a blanket on, and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and it's freezing. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. So even though it is winter right now, I feel like this has worn on my skin to where it still looks good hours later, but it's not like overly drying out on my face. And well, I don't necessarily put foundation on my under eye, but this entire area, it's really like here of my under eye that is dry, but this entire area is still holding up well, winter and all. I will say it's a little bit of transfer with this foundation, and I think like matte foundations in general, to me, are the ones that are going to transfer a little more. Some transfer more than others. Anything concerning transfer with this foundation? No, but I'm letting you know that I do notice transfer with this foundation. But other than that, wears well, it looks good on the face. So even if you do like a more, I do think it is more than someone who wants that like clean girl aesthetic or, no makeup. It is a little bit more than that. But I feel like you can still have a pretty natural looking makeup look and use this foundation. And it's Maybelline. Now, drugstore is getting more expensive, but compared to others, it's a good price for a good product. Shades, I feel like they're typical Maybelline shades. I'm pretty sure I'm like $370 in all of the foundations that I have from Maybelline. If you remember, my very first foundation hunt was Maybelline Fit Me. And back then, I had tried 355, and it's funny because like throughout the years, people are like, girl, you are not 355. And I'm like, hey, welcome to convenience for you. Welcome to having options of 50 shade range foundations, because when I tried the foundation, that's the darkest shade it came in, babes. Okay, the extensions that have come for Maybelline Fit Me and the Too Faced and the blah, 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 that's because girls like me had to struggle through 355, and we said, wait a minute, this is ugly. This isn't my shade. It looks like chalk, okay? But when they did make the extensions, I tried Fit Me in 370. So I also like that, you know, if you're one shade in one foundation that they put out, you're most likely the same shade in the other foundation that they might come out with. So if you know what your Maybelline shade is, that's convenient for you. But overall, this is a very good foundation. Like I said, definitely something for summer. Wish I could have purchased it and picked it up and made a video while it was still summer. But if you have anywhere hot to go, I would recommend it. If you live in a hot climate, I would recommend it. If you were thinking about trying it, I would recommend it. And yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. So I hope seeing me test this out has helped. If any of you were thinking of checking it out for yourself, make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. If there is a foundation you would like me to check out, let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.